Your Blue Alliance have scored and taken control of this drop now, with the Red fighting back. And now Blue in and controlling the area.
The VEX UK National Championships is the biggest robotics event in the UK, with 2 huge divisions of 50 or so teams, all competing to be crowned national champions.
VEX V5 is a competition where students, mostly secondary school age, will build robots out of a kit of parts to complete a challenge. They're going to try and score more points than the other team.
The teams will start off doing regional competitions, and then you'll have nationals, which is all of the teams in your region. They'll all come to VEX Nationals. Depending on the awards that you win, you can get the opportunity to go to Worlds, which is in America, and this year it's just been moved to St. Louis.
The live scoring has us very, very close. Who is going to win?
From V5, the students gain an awful lot of engineering experience, so they are designing, developing and documenting their robot's evolution as the season progresses, making sure they're testing the robot and iterating on the robot as they go.
VEX provides an environment where they lead, they ideate, they record, they are accountable to each other. They learn that very quickly, that outside of the classroom they're not being told what to do. They develop their own solutions and they can see the success by their own measure of their robot's performance.
The first and second robot didn't really work, but we've combined lots of ideas that we've had and made this robot.
As the season progresses, as the game develops, best robots change over time. We've kind of had to adapt to this.
The part of the robot that I'm most proud of is probably these little sleds that we have, made out of polycarbonate.
With these 2 motors, or 22 watts, we're able to easily push balls and quickly push balls into the long goal.
The most challenging thing we've solved this season is the frame going up like this.
We are most proud of the pivoting hood on our robot, so it can go up and down to score in multiple levels of goals, which is a really unique design that not a lot of other teams have.
The smallest change can change the entire design by one piece. Yeah.
Every time I see my students, they surprise me. There's always something new, and that's what's so amazing about this program. They will come rushing up to me and just the passion in their eyes, like, Mr. Ree, I figured it out. You know, it works. And that process, I love to see the joy in their eyes after they figured something out. As an educator, that's the most you could ask for.
The Red autonomous win due to that control bonus on the trough nearest the announced side.
I was introduced to sort of the concept of programming robots during VEX, and I find that really fascinating and want to do more real world applications of that and work on that in my later life.
You can start with their blocks code for the pathway, and then you move on to Python, and then there's C++, and it's choosing which one is best suited for your robot.
I realised this whole new world of robotics. I fell in love with the way that I could see how my code worked in the real world. I could see it moving.
What you don't get really in a school environment normally is an opportunity to work as a team, to actually solve the problems and have the different roles that are involved in a team.
We learned throughout all of this that teamwork is something that's we really depend on each other for this. For example, the builder has to do his part for the coders to do their part, and all the designers have to make sure the design goes well as well for the robot.
Being able to work as a team, being able to problem solve and listen to another person's perspective, also being able to take criticisms when needed is something that is a core life skill that they're going to require throughout not just education but much later on in their life.
Teamwork, problem solving, so important. If you ask any employer, they will rank that above technical skills.
There's a role for everybody. We also have people who are bringing enthusiasm, who are bringing the notebook, who are entering the online challenges. I like the fact that VEX takes away the kind of traditional geeky, you have to kind of build and program to be a part of a robotics team, because that's not what we're going for.
Robotica from Stirling, United Kingdom, they're in pink. They've got the shark is dancing.
I think we help each other through the pressure of competitions. So we sort of help calm each other down. We help take burdens off each other by solving problems collaboratively instead of just putting all the pressure on one person.
It's very real, it's very hands-on with everything. Obviously, teachers can't help at all, and it's all very much us, and it's seeing it going from a design to a real thing, which is absolutely amazing.
When you work in a collaborative competition, you are up against people you've never met before, working with people you've never met before, and those people have your best interests.
I really enjoy watching the qualification matches. They get to a field and they have to work together, and seeing the progression over until the finals.
Nothing always goes to plan in VEX. You make mistakes, things happen. It's about how you come back from that and actually do well after.
It's not a case of you've got time to kind of mope about and try and figure out a solution, so you don't have time to lose. So they have to learn to adapt very, very quickly. And that's something that they have a bit more space to do when they're in the classroom, whereas VEX puts the pressure on them and that gives them skills for life.
Failure is really good and important because when you fail, you learn what you need to do to improve and continue on and do better next time.
The VEX Robotics program really sort of encourages us to go through that iterative design process, fail, prototype, and then solve those problems. It's the best way to learn, and this is the complete package.
We've actually had 3 robots that we've iterated and built over the course of our season. Writing an engineering notebook, I think that's a super useful skill to have in life, to be able to really document stuff well and convey information in a digestible way.
But the notebook is very much a story of the season. So what have you done so far? As they keep going, it should represent elements of design. We want to look at different coding elements. When you get to the end of the notebook, if anything it's a true documentation of the season.
When they get those judged awards based on the notebooks, it's a really nice sense of accomplishment for the students because they've done the work, they've got excited about the robot, they've then written about it, done the documentation, then they get rewarded with perhaps an excellence award, and they feel so accomplished and like the effort was worth it.
To be here on the final day of Nationals is quite stressful, to be honest, because obviously we're worried about qualifying 12th, but it's also really fun and exciting. The atmosphere is great, all the teams here are really supportive, and it's just a really great thing to be a part of.
Energy. There is so much of that here on a weekend. Here they are demonstrating what they're so good at, and that's working as a team, overcoming challenges, problem solving, and hopefully winning some prizes at the end of it.
It's a kind place. It's a dedicated place. So the social norm is for everyone to get on, help each other learn, help each other succeed.
The skills that align with engineering, first and foremost, communication, and then problem-solving skills, and I can see a lot of that.
With the V5 program, I think students gain so many different skills besides what is just the hard engineering and programming. They build diplomacy and sort of the soft skills and the ability to communicate with others and share ideas, especially at events like this where it's high pressure, stressful, and they learn to work together in a team.
How to interact with people, how to socialise, how to just work together effectively, make sure we can get the best out of each other and just be the best we can.
We had our mock interviews recently, and being able to pull on creative skills, teamwork, leadership, all those different activities that we can do just purely by VEX. I got outstanding reviews from them just purely talking about VEX.
And a lot of the time in class we were kind of this is what you would do in the real world, but it's just a story. Whereas when the kids participate in VEX, they can actually see it in real life for themselves and they are part of something bigger.
Most here we want to do something in STEM, and it's because of VEX, because of the opportunity that they've created, but then also the teachers have given us.
I've also found that since we started VEX, we have had quite a few pupils change their career course. So we have multiple pupils on our teams who started out with different career goals that are now planning to go into robotics engineering, and that's something that they would never get in a classroom.
So before VEX, I didn't really enjoy DT that much. I just thought, I found it difficult, found it confusing, complex, but I think the engineering design process with VEX has really helped me understand that a bit better and it's made it a lot simpler for me.
Without VEX, I wouldn't have had any experience with robots at all. So it's given me the experience that I think will help me be more comfortable with what I do in uni.
Well, after education, I plan to go on to some kind of engineering degree or something to do with VEX, taking my skills from here and just carrying it on in life. You learn so many valuable lessons from this, and I think that it's a really cool thing to take advantage of that.
So I went from wanting to be an electrician to now I want to go mechanical engineering and go into robotics. It's changed everything about it.
If another school or organisation is interested in signing up for VEX Robotics, I would say there are many different robotics competitions out there, but you should definitely get yourself involved in VEX V5. It is a fantastic learning experience, not only just for your students, but also for you as an adult mentor coach. So definitely sign up. It's a fantastic opportunity for everyone involved, and you'll be joining a global community of fantastic people.
I would say do it. It is worth the stress, it is worth the investment, it is one of the best things that we have ever done. It is now the highlight of my job.
Join, do it immediately. You'll meet people that you would never have met, and it will be an experience that you will never forget.
We're a team, we've had so much fun. It's more about the memories we made along the way. Like, if it wasn't for robotics, I don't think I would have been friends with everyone here. So, like, it's not just the win I'll gain, it's also the friends I made along the way.
This is the best thing I've done as a teacher. I've just seen so much sort of opportunity for the students, so much growth in their development. And yes, it's a time commitment, but really all you've got to do is be there and just let them get on with it.
29-0 for the blue team.
I would say to someone my age, genuinely just throw yourself into it.
Absolutely get involved. Just such an eye-opening experience for the students and the children here today, how excited they are to be involved. Such a great experience. I definitely would recommend it.
It's been so great that we've genuinely all become really, really good friends with each other. And I think that's something so wonderful with VEX, because aside from the programming, the building, and the match play, it's not all about that. It's also about kind of the relations you create.
It'll prepare you for the future, especially, yeah. Everything to do with it, it puts you in a world that you would never imagine to be in.